Hi students, this is Nisha Sharma from Delhi World Public School, Noida Extension, and today we are going to explore the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Alright, so let's start. Metals. Now here in this picture you can look upon some of the examples of metals. You can see lead, tin, nickel, gold, platinum and copper. And you can also find out that similarities between these metals. Now, what is common about these metals? Let us understand. Metal is a material. It could be element, compound or alloy. Metals are generally hard, opaque, shiny, and they are very good conductor of heat and electricity. Let us proceed and understand more. Comparing two metals, now let us observe some of the non-metals here. You can see carbon here, right? Then phosphorus, sulfur. Sulfur is yellow colored substance here. All these non-metals are very different from what we have observed in the metals. Properties of metals we can see in this slide. Non-metals are basically do not have any luster, they are not very hard, and they are usually insulators of heat and electricity, right? Some of the examples of non-metal are hydrogen, helium, nitrogen and oxygen. Generally you will find some gases here, like non-metals mostly comprises of gases too. They are not always solid. Now let us understand the physical properties of metals. Hardness. Metals are generally very hard, and you can observe iron, copper, aluminium, gold. They are usually very hard in appearance. Then, as far as luster, the shine is considered. Like whenever we observe any metal, we will find the shine in it, that they are lustrous. Alright. Then, let us understand one more property of metals, and that is malleability. Now children, to understand malleability, we must know this definition. And malleability is a property of a metal in which they can be beaten into thin sheets with hammer. And you must have observed the aluminium foil. The aluminium foil you use in wrapping your food in your lunch box, that is also shows the property malleability. Also you have seen that we can draw iron sheet, we can draw tin sheets. So that is there. That is malleability. Ductility is a property, that is we can change the metal into wire form. We can convert them into thin wires. You can observe that you have seen copper wires. These are used in the electricity transmission in our homes as well, right? So that copper wire you can see here, that shows that ductility, that we can draw wires from the metals. And then conductors. The metals are very good conductor of heat and electricity, and this is the reason why the electrical appliances, the kitchen utensils, heating devices, they are generally made up of metals. True? Now, sonoricity is another property of metals. Sonorous means whenever we strike the metals, they produce a ringing sound. Hence, this property helps that in making the musical instrument, and for making the musical instrument, these strings you can see, the strings here are made up of metal. Also, when you visit a temple, you have seen the bell. The bell is made up of, bells are made up of metals only, as they give a ringing sound. Next is melting point and boiling point. The metals have a high melting and boiling point, and hence it takes a lot of time to melt the iron, copper, gold, aluminium, etc. Then comes, let us now understand the physical properties of non-metals. Physical properties of non-metals are just opposite to that of metals. And that, let us consider that when we consider the hardness or softness, most of the non-metals are very soft, right? And then Next property we will understand is malleability. Here non-metals are not malleable, otherwise they are actually brittle. Brittle means they break easily, and hence it is easy to break. Sulfur, phosphorus, these non-metal are easily we can break. Now next is ductility. Of course non-metals are not ductile, so we cannot draw wire out of these non-metals. Sonoricity. Sonoricity, as I told you, it means that they give a ringing sound, but here non-metals do not produce any ringing sound on striking them. Next is conductivity. Metals, we have learned that they are good conductor of heat and electricity, whereas non-metals are insulators, they do not conduct electricity. Next, melting point of boiling point. Melting point and boiling point of non-metals is low as compared to metals. And the reason is they do not bonded with the strong forces of attraction. Whereas in metals, they are bonded tightly. The particles have a very strong intermolecular attraction forces. Exceptional cases. After learning about the metals and non-metals, now we are going to focus on some of the exceptions. Like we will understand that some of the metals will not exactly behaving as the characteristics we have mentioned of metals. For example, I told you in the previous session, I told you earlier also in this video that metals are generally very hard. But here if you observe alkali metals, sodium, potassium, lithium, they are the soft metals. Being metal, they are soft, okay, and they can be cut with the help of knife. And then another exception in non-metal is, I told you that non-metals are not very hard, but diamond, it's a form of carbon. Being a non-metal, it is extremely hard known material, right? So exceptions are there. Continuing with exception, physical state of all metals, they are generally in solid state. They exist in solid state. But here, another example is of mercury. Mercury exists in liquid state at room temperature. Okay. Then luster. As far as luster is considered, we always consider and connect metal with the luster. But here, this iodine is a non-metal which is non-lustrous. Okay. It's a non-metal and it is lustrous. It's not non-lustrous. We have learned that non-metals are non-lustrous. But here, iodine, which is a non-metal, has luster, has shine. Okay. Then, electrical conductivity, that carbon, being a non-metal, is a good conductor of electricity. Whereas we have learned that only metals conduct electricity. But here this non-metal also conduct electricity. These are the exception, children. You have to note down them. Melting point and boiling point of non-metal is very low. And diamond, being a non-metal, which it has a very high melting point and boiling point. So diamond is an exception in this case also. So children, we have learned today the physical properties of metals and non-metal and considered their exceptions as well. Now, I want to thank you for joining the class, and you can revise all these properties and topic, and in our next class we are going to learn the chemical properties of metals and non-metal. Thank you so much.